Hello everyone, Aaron here, and welcome back to Leetcode. Today we are doing the find duplicate file in system problem. Now first off, quick apologies, I've been away on a work trip for a bit over a week, so hence there's been no videos, but we're back at it today, and there should be videos definitely for the rest of this week, and hopefully most of next week too, although jetting again on another work trip. So, let's dive in. Given a list of paths of directory info, including the directory path and all the files with contents in this directory, return all the duplicate files in the file system in terms of their paths. You may return the answer in any order. Okay. A group of duplicate files consists of at least two files that have the same content. Okay, so we're looking for two files that have exactly the same stuff in them. So if F1 content and F2 content are the same, they're duplicate files. A single directory info string in the input list has the following format: root D1, D2 through to DM. Now this scares me a little bit. It means there are n files, right? Yes, with content, fair enough, respectively in the directory. Note that n is greater than or equal to 1 and m is greater than or equal to 0. If m equals 0, it means the directory is just the root directory. Fine. The output is a list of groups of duplicate file paths. For each group, it contains all the file paths of the files that have the same content. A file path is a string that has the following format: directory path / file name. Okay. So the reason this scares me a little bit is this could just be ellipses, as in D1, D2, D3, D4, D5 up to DM. It could also be upper directory. I don't think it is, looking at their example. I'm going to treat it as just ellipses, not as in changing directories, because otherwise the problem gets a lot harder. So here we have root A1 has A, B, C, D. Root A2 has E, F, G, H. Root C3 has A, B, C, D. Root CD4 has E, F, G, H. And root 4 has E, F, G, H. So this one and this one are the same. So root A1 and root C3, those two. And then root A2, root CD4, and root 4, they're all the same. So this is just a dictionary inversion problem, basically. They've given us these paths effectively. So we have to spread the path a little bit, but it's fine. And then we have to say, well, what was actually the same on these ends? If the file name is the key and the file contents is the value, we're actually trying to say, well, if you have a certain value, what is the keys that map to that? It's a dictionary inversion problem. Hopefully you've seen something like it before. If not, you'll see it here. I think this problem is best tackled in a couple of phases. The first will be... yeah, I think it's a two-phase problem. First is spreading... Let's make a three-phase problem. First phase, distribute the path over all the files. Phase 2, split the file name and the file contents. Step 3, map the contents into the file. So, let's do... paths with contents equals self.paths paths. No, let's do those first two in one step, shall we? Let's just call it paths with contents. And then for path contents in paths with contents, if contents not in result contents is a list with just the path in it, else result content.append path, return list result.values. So now we need to do parse self paths for, in fact, let's do result is an empty list for line in paths. Then I want to do directory files is line.split. I think this has to be done like this. I'll just put it on space. I assume we cannot have paths I consists of the, you may assume no files, or you may assume each given directory info represents a unique directory. A single blank space separates the directory path and the file info. I'm assuming you cannot have spaces in file names here. Just otherwise the paths would be completely ambiguous, which is a nightmare. So then for file in files, what I want to do is name content is equal to file dot split. Is it split on? Oh, I can't remember. Let's just do a split again. But this time I want to split on an open parenthesis. Content is content dot rstrip. Yep. The closing parenthesis. Result.append. I want to do path plus a slash plus the name and content, except I want to make sure they are in a tuple. Return result. Okay. So if I get this path here, I split it in the directory, that thing, and then this part and this part both go into files. For file in files, I want to split on the open bracket, so I get this guy here, and then all of this, and then I just strip off that closing parenthesis, and then result.append. And then, yeah, I want to take this thing, connect it to this thing, root/a/1.txt, and I want to pair it with the ABCD. That I think works. We do the same thing with the 2, so do root a2, EFGH. That seems to work. And then up here, if I have every path and content, if I've not seen this content before, well, the only path I know for it then is just this one path, and it gets stored in the dictionary. Otherwise, result contents.append. I could use a default dict for this, but it's neither here nor there. Saves me an import, and it's like 2 extra lines of code. So let's have a go on the test case, see if any typos have been made. There's been a typo made. Invalid syntax. It does not like this. Dir and files. Oops, that shouldn't have been path anyway. Path is dir and files 0. Files is dir and files 1 onwards. That's better. Seems to work. Let's use all the test cases. Still seems to work. Excellent. Submit. Fingers crossed. Wrong answer. I figured there'd be something I've gotten wrong here. Oh, there's a technicality I've missed here. Ah, there it is. V for V in result.values if len V is greater than 1. So, let's just go back here. It's saying this is wrong because each of these is unique, and that's fair. This is about finding duplicates. And I've said, oh, this is in a group by itself, this is in a group by itself, this is in a group by itself, and this is in a group by itself, so obviously they're not unique. So if we, oops, this one here, copy that, stick it in a test case. Ah, we're away laughing. There we go. Not terribly fast, not terribly memory efficient. Yeah, it's fine. I'm sure there's probably clever hacks you can do here to avoid storing too much memory. I don't know. Anyway, that's where I'm going to leave it for today. It's good to be back. Hopefully you're enjoying the new videos. Thank you very much for all the subscribers and commenters and all that good interaction. Appreciate it greatly. It really does help out the channel. But today, that's it from me, and I will see you next time. Bye.